There are states that make their projections from prison beds on the number or the percentage of non-readers at the end of first grade. And when Sharon was pointing out that, it is true, it's a real fact, because if a child cannot be as successful at the beginning years of their school, they're not very often going to be successful throughout their school.
This research project and several others show that. I think on the back of the preschool sheet there are two areas you can go to and Google that have excellent, the Perry studies, follow kids all the way to age 40. I don't want to spend too much time on preschool because we really spent quite a bit, but it is important.
Well, we've got a lot of new legislators too.
Yes. A third of the House is brand new.
And in the Senate, they had a Ways and Means presentation on it.
Yeah.
And, because there are a lot of new folks that get everybody up to speed. And so it's interesting to see the different philosophies that are all coming in.
One interesting.
One of the individuals was wondering if it was constitutional to tip. So, there's a learning curve for everybody. So. Make it interesting. But if there's anybody that has something else they want to bring up besides preschool, so you know you're welcome to do that. Justin, you got a new little award that you're going to be realized.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
He's one of those successes. We're hoping.
Had a clear MRI yesterday.
Justin Anderson, Relay for Life.
Yeah. Look, been pretty crazy.
He can tell you some stories about health insurance coverage as well. And that's
right.
Well, that's sort of how I met him. He knew my son, but he certainly has a story to tell about life insurance or health insurance coverage. And someone who was working and was paying his premiums and coverage, and then got an incredible diagnosis. Was canceled. Sure. Push you off that cliff.
There was first of all, the company shouldn't.
If you want to stand up and turn around, you can even take your hat off if you want.
I was working for a great company, and they had insurance for me. I'm 26 years old. I don't check out all the little stuff about the insurance. My problem, totally. But looking back onto it, after I got stage 3, you have 2 to 5 years to live brain cancer. Looking back on that. Why are companies allowed to even offer crappy insurance plans to people like that don't do anything for people?
You just paraphrase.
So basically,
we understand the words.
my first MRI, after my first MRI, all my benefits and stuff were maxed out. I'm now in a tight situation where I've been cleared totally to go back to work by my doctors because I'm doing awesome. However, if I go back to work full-time, I will not be able to get the full benefits of the Medicaid that's paying for the stuff that keeps me alive. So I feel like I'm working the system, and I don't know. It's messed up. We got to do something about it. That's why we're here, I guess. Huh?
And you're a great spokesman for it.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, he's one of those real-life examples of trying to do the right thing, and sometimes things like that happen.
I think that's a perfect example. I think a lot of us have the illusion that we have insurance.
Right.
I've never had any serious problems, but just little things. One time I paid the bill at Mercy, and the lady says, "Gee, don't you have insurance? Cover that?" And I said, "I had the illusion that I was insured." Because, and I think they want to let the states all do their own. That's the other buzzword. Let the states all figure this out. We'll have the crappiest insurance you can imagine, because it will be a race to the bottom with an illusion that you have a policy that's going to do something, and when push comes to shove, it will do nothing, or very little.
One of the biggest causes of bankruptcies in America right now is this very thing.
The largest of cases.
That also goes for your small business person too, if he forces them to provide health care for employees. The employees themselves really can't afford even a small premium unless they're working enough hours. Some small businesses give you 40 hours. And it gets to be a catch-22. I mean, they're better off with no insurance if they can't afford it.
Well, what I think is amazing, first of all, is that at his age he bought it.
Yeah.
Yeah, how many times I don't know if he had a great mother who was telling him to buy that insurance.
Yeah.
But first of all, that's unusual because someone his age usually doesn't say, I need health insurance at all. That's pretty impressive to begin with, but then when you get,
Yeah.
canceled, that's
No, and
even more
the
amazing.
other night, they said Arizona was working on their Medicaid, and they were gonna start cutting 300,000 people off of their Medicaid program. What is that?
That's about what we have on Medicaid. We have 300.
They were gonna cut that many. How does that?
What happened to?
Well, that's right.
Well, they have a.
I mean, is somebody gonna work for free then?
I mean, you're not going to change the situation, right? I mean, that's.
No, I know.
I mean,
There's
people are
people
still
that
going to have
need
health
help.
issues,
Yeah.
and you're still going to have.
Well, it's still an illusion, or disillusion, whatever, about Medicare, because we're retired, but between our Medicare, which isn't free, we do pay, not a lot, but we pay, but we both have to have supplements, and of course, the older you get, it doesn't matter whether you were sick or not, but the older you get, the more you pay on your supplements. And then, my husband goes through the VA, but I have to have D, even though the only two meds I take are $4 meds.
Because if you don't have D,
I'm gonna
then you're going to be in trouble on the road if you do.
Right, and chances are I'm gonna have to take something else, but between the two of us, just on Social Security, and I have a small IFRS, we're paying over $600 a month. That's a big chunk of money for people on a fixed income, but you have to pay it, you don't dare.
Well, if not, you'll eventually end up on Medicaid.
Right.
I mean, because you'll get some serious injury or health concerns.
Catastrophic illness.
Catastrophic. Mary's dealt with, she's retired now, again, and she's worked with nursing homes, and so she has an idea of what's gone on with a lot of seniors and health care.